Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're calling from. Welcome, everyone. My name is Maggie Abdullah, and I'm the Director of Sales for the Eastern United States for Bennett Mercado Hospitality. Welcome to our masterclass featuring SKIUSA. We have with us today Eduardo Gaz, CEO of SKIUSA. Eduardo, welcome, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Maggie. Thank you, B, for introducing me. So, well, first, thank you. It's a great attendance. I mean, numbers are amazing. Congratulations, a fantastic job. It's a huge responsibility to be on a master class because I'm not a teacher. So a master class is somewhat intimidating for me, but I can present my company, and I'm passionate about skiing. So that's supposed to be easy for me, even though it's a master class. So SKIUSA is part of a larger group. We have a few other companies that operate in different areas, but SKIUSA obviously is a ski tour operator, 100% B2B. And as you can see here, this presentation was prepared especially for Bennett and Mercado. Everything that we do, and you see it further on the presentation, is always personalized. So again, why should you trust us to take care of your clients' ski vacations? First of all, we're not the new kids on the block. I know each one of you have established relationships with other players, and you say, who is this new guy? We're not new. We've been in the market for over 20 years, operating out of Brazil. So we've been sending Brazilian skiing everywhere in the world. And 4 years ago, we decided to expand the business. So we came into the US. So from the US, that's where I'm based now. That's where I live with my family. We were able to take care of travel agents all around the world. And that's another key differentiator. We are 100% B2B. So we don't deal with direct consumers. We don't take direct clients. We only work with the travel agents. You are 100% of our customers. Another thing is we have a fairly large group to take care of you, and 100% of them are FTEs. They all work for the company, so they're trained by the company. So this way we can have a better sense of quality, and we can train them the way we want, and we can keep a standard of how we provide our services. And this way we also are really fast on the response, and that's what we've been seeing as one of things that travel agents here in the US appreciate most is how fast we respond to their request, and also the material that you receive, because this material you're going to see further in the presentation is also everything is personalized to you. So you just take a look at it. If you like it, you can forward it to the client. But let's talk about it in a bit. So these are a few of the resorts that we sell. It's so even though we're SKIUSA, we're global ski experts. We can sell ski trips anywhere in the world, and we've been doing so for quite some time. So we have developed all the relationships and all the contracts and all the perks. And again, we know from the restaurant owner to the best ski pros at each resort to recommend to your clients. Another thing that it's super important, and sometimes people forget it, it's over 60% of the commission that you can make on ski trips are in all the ancillary services, such as rentals, lessons, or ski passes. And sometimes we just say, oh, I'm virtuoso and I'm gonna book through this hotel that I met the manager at Travel Week last year. We can do the same thing. We're also virtuoso. We can make sure your amenities are there, but also you make money on everything else. And not only that, the client most of the time will pay less for a rental or a ski pass than if you were to arrange it to the concierge, letting on the fact that you wouldn't make any commission dealing through the concierge. So this is also, I think it's a great differentiator. We can commission you on everything. We'll adapt to you. So you can, we're very easy to work with. You can reach us via several ways, from email, WhatsApp. We only don't do WeChat, but anything. You can always reach us, and we're 24/7 as we operate in several time zones. So you probably get a reply with a quote, and the quote is this: what you're seeing, personalized with your logo, your contact information within 6 hours, probably, depending again on the time zone of what you're requesting. And you can forward that to your client. Once you receive payment, you're going to receive the electronic material, again, everything personalized. So we're quite easy to work with, and we adapt in any way that you need for us to adapt. So we can work on net rates, we can work on commissionable rates. It all depends on how you prefer for us to charge you. So this is the electronic material. Again, even the website and everything, our brand will never touch your client. It's always going to be your brand. So this is just a show for you to see how it looks like. It's really cool. This is our team in Miami, and we have a team in Mexico, smaller team in Russia, and the bulk of the team is down in Brazil. And this is where we have our offices today. Also, we like to help you marketing to get new clients. So, whatever you need, if you need a newsletter, or if you need, I have every so often a travel agent that we have a relationship will call me and say, hey, Eduardo, I need your help because I have this client that is coming. He's coming in the agency tomorrow. He's going to call me. He wants to go skiing in Japan, and I have no idea. Please enlighten me. So we will do that. Or even at some instances say, Eduardo, do you mind jumping on a call? So either me or someone from my team will jump on a call with you and your client to try and help him navigate sometimes, because we don't expect you to be ski experts. That's why you have us, and that's what we want to do for you. We want to be your ski experts, and we're going to help you in everything that you need for take your client skiing. So again, these are a few e-letters that we produced. Always, we're going to be inviting you everywhere on FAMs. This are all in the U.S., but obviously we do it everywhere. This is a few ideas of events that we have supported for partners in the past. So let's say you have an event that you want to throw, season opening dinner for your best clients in Atlanta. We'll chip in with money to help you and do that if it's aligned with our strategy. So we do that all the time. Also, as you're seeing here, is we do webinars, and we can do customized webinars to a certain area of interest or to a certain company, we're always available to, again, help you sell more. We're everywhere. So we participate on the most important travel shows in the world. So from the ILTMs to LE Miami, we're everywhere. So if you don't know us personally, please stop by and talk to us. We're part of Traveler Made as well as Virtuoso. So all the amenities and all those reports that they love so much, you can still keep your production, which is also great. Now, I wanted to talk about two destinations that are very dear to me, and you understand why. So I chose, because I'm talking here about skiing in the Southern Hemisphere that not a lot of people is familiar with, but from the months of June to October, we go skiing in South America. I'm Brazilian, and that's where I grew up skiing. Not this place in particular, but skiing in South America, and it's really neat. And I think that this year, especially with the ski season being cut short as it was, this is a tremendous opportunity for people to keep on skiing in the summer, get out of the house, go do something different. So this I think could be a great trend. So this is Valle Navado, what you're seeing. And Valle Navado is a resort in Chile. The reason why I chose Chile, it's because two of its main resorts are reachable with only one flight. So if you fly out of, let's say, Dallas into Santiago, 1 hour and a half away, you can be at this resort. So you leave at night, you arrive in Santiago in the morning. So before lunch, you're going to be out skiing, which is fantastic. So Valle Nevado is a complex of 3 hotels. What we're seeing here, whoops, what you're seeing here, this tall building it's the Hotel Puerta del Sol. It's a 4-star, and it has rooms facing the slopes. It's the rooms that we're seeing now, and it has rooms facing the valley. This building here, and I think you can see my pointer. So the building that sticks out and it's kind of in the shadow, that's the 5-star hotel. It's the only truly ski out here. It's called Hotel Valle Nevado. And you cannot see, they have also a 3-star hotel that sits in the back. It's covered here in this picture. What you see on the left and the other buildings are a few apartment buildings that you can get 2 and 3 bedroom units. Some of them belong to the complex, so they come also with lift tickets. They come with half board, because most of the not most, but all of the reservations here at Valle Nevado, they come with lift tickets and half board. If you're staying in the 5-star hotel, the Hotel Valle Nevado, you also get lunch and you also get an afternoon tea. The other difference between the hotels, obviously, and I'm going to go into the rooms in a bit, is that if you're staying in the 5-star or the 4-star hotel, you get to pick any restaurant at the resorts. They don't have many, but there are 4 or 5 different restaurants depending on the year. So one is a French restaurant, the other is an Italian restaurant, the other is a Chilean restaurant. They have also a steak restaurant, a Japanese restaurant. And if you're staying in the 5 or the 4-star hotel, you can pick and choose. If you're staying at the 3-star hotel, you get only to eat there. So again, as I said, Valle Nevado is 1.5 hours away from Santiago. Usually the weeks there, you go for a week, but we've been seeing some flexibility lately, but it's usually a week from Friday to Friday. And so we always like for the clients to stay a night in Santiago to kind of rest. But if they're die-hard skiers, they can go straight to the resort. The resort seats at 9,000 feet, so it's high, and it has skiing for all levels. This is just a little bit of a trail map. What you don't see here, but you see here on the left a little dash to what it's called Colorado. Obviously, it's not the state of Colorado. It's the neighboring ski resort. So from Valle Nevado, you can add on a ticket that will take you from Valle Nevado to Colorado, La Parva, and Farellones, which makes it the largest skiable domain in the southern hemisphere. It's quite large. Again, the months from June to October, August being the best snow of the season. So again, this hotel that kind of sticks out, and you see it's adjacent to the snow on the left. It's the Hotel Valle Nevado, the 5-star hotel, and it's cool because you see some of the rooms here on the first floor. You can ski literally from your veranda into you are in the snow. These are 2 of my favorite rooms. I always stay in 510 and 511, and we go straight to the snow here. It's quite nice. This is the size of the resort. It has more of an European feeling to it because everything there, due to the altitude, it's above tree line. But you see, this is immense, and it's beautiful, beautiful. They have a small swimming pool. It gets crowded. I don't like it very much, but some people do, and you see this place gets packed in the afternoon with tons of people and cans of beer. Another cool thing, there's heli skiing there. So you get to be in the resort, and weather permitting and in the right conditions, you can go heli skiing for the day. So it's not like a commitment where you go to Canada or Alaska and you're skiing heli skiing for all the day. So you're staying in the resort. So if your wife and kids want to stay skiing inbounds and you want to go heli skiing, you can do that, and it's an amazing experience. It's not that expensive. I think it's a last year it was 425 a day, and a day it's about, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It gives you roughly 6 to 7 runs. Another cool thing is the helicopter. You see, they have all the insects in this helicopter. They have, like, the owner of Valle Navado. He loves helicopters, so he has like 5 or 6 in his helicopter company. Each one has a different painting, and one is cooler than the other. I really like that. This is one of the it's called Bajo Cero. It's the on mountain restaurant. It's nothing fancy. It has its ambience. And the thing is, as it's nearby Santiago, so close to Santiago, people from Santiago, they have even either apartments in La Parva and they ski to Valle Nevado, or they come to Valle Nevado for the day. It never gets too crowded, especially because they do not park all the way up in the resort. They park down in one of they have a special parking place for those day tourists, and then they hop the gondola up. So it doesn't get that crowded, but it gives a little bit of an ambience. It gives a little bit of an atmosphere. So this is, as I was saying, the Hotel Valle Nevado, the 5-star. This is the room. It's roughly 450 square feet. They're quite comfortable. They're not nothing is it's really luxurious, but it's luxurious enough to be skiing in Chile. But the room itself, it's comfortable, but it's nothing out of this world. This is another view of the room at the Hotel Valle Nevado. The other one obviously was a twin. This is a king. This is the reception area of the hotel. Um, Again, nothing out of this world. This is the 4-star, and the rooms we're seeing here actually are the ones facing the valley. The reason why I know it is because these ones have the bay window. The ones facing the slopes, they all have balconies. So and not only that, but as facing the slopes, that means that not only you have a better view, but you get all the sun. The thing with this hotel, I mean, at the Hotel Valle Nevado, the 5-star, you have doubles, kings, and you have suites. You have 4 suites in a hotel. In this hotel, it's a little more tricky, because they have what they call double and family rooms. So it could be 2 rooms connecting with only 1 bathroom. It could be on a lofty style with only one, and it's quite affordable, actually. So this is the room at Hotel Puerta del Sol. See, this one has the terrace, so it's north facing. Remember, it's opposite than in the northern hemisphere. So this is what I was talking about. This is one of the double. So you see there are 2 rooms connected, and it probably only has one bathroom. This is the Chilean restaurant that they have. Again, nothing is very luxurious, especially on this one, because this is the restaurant, the 4-star hotel. On the 5-star is the French. It's called Fourchette d'Or. But in the other hotels, I mean, it gets less and less luxurious, let's say. So this is the Tres Puntas. The Tres Puntas it's the 3-star. And what you need to remember, it's that in this hotel, not only, again, as I mentioned, you only get to eat at this hotel, but the rooms are physically what they are. In other words, if they're a double, and you have no space for a 3rd bed. And if it's a triple, this is what a triple looks like. And if it's for 4 people, you're gonna have 2 sets of bunk beds. And they even have rooms for 6 people. This is the most affordable option in in Valle Navado. And I'll say just rule of thumb, um, let's say in high season, which are the two last weeks of July, first week of August, I'll say that the price per person here, I'm talking 7-night lodging. Again, we can talk mini weeks now, but 7-night lodging with half board and lift tickets on this hotel, it'll run around $2,000 for the week per person. And that's again, that's rule of thumb. It always can, it varies a little bit. On the 4-star, it's going to be closer to 3. So I'll say anywhere from 2,800 to 3,200. And then on the 5-star, the Valle Navado, and not, then it's going to be full board. It's going to be anywhere from 3,800 to 4,200 per person. There's different prices for children and so on and so forth, but that's just to give you a price point. This is the pub that they have on the top of the 3-star hotel. That's kind of where everybody gathers after dinner. So after dinner, and remember we're talking Southern Hemisphere here. So at about 11 at night, this place is packed. So this is Valle Navado, and it's a great option again because it's very nearby. But this is my favorite one. This is quite unique, and this is where I grew up. This is Portillo, and I'm pretty sure many of you have heard about it. Portillo maybe it's not the best example now, but it's like a cruise ship stuck in the middle of the snow. The hotel is self-sufficient, and everything happens in the hotel for the hotel guests. It's 400 guests at maximum occupancy with 513 staff. Also, 2 hours from Santiago. It's on a different direction from Valle Navado. So Valle Navado will be around here. I hope you can see my pointer, close to where El Plomo is. But you know, you go on a different road. Another cool thing is that we've done many times is people that want to combine their stay and stay in Valle Navado and Portillo. We can do that, and there are two ways of doing it. Either is driving, but then you have to drive through Santiago and back to Portillo, or the other way around, and it could take 5 hours by car, or it's a merely 20-minute flight by helicopter. So if you take off from Valle Navado and go to Portillo, it's going to be a 20-minute flight, and it's beautiful through the Andes. It's quite a unique experience. So Portillo it's known for its Laguna del Inca. It's the view of this lake in the morning, and I have some personal pictures that I've taken that are the most beautiful ones. It's beautiful. So again, the rooms are either facing the Laguna del Inca or facing the valley. If you're facing the Laguna del Inca, you can see the runs as well. The runs to the right are called the Plateau sector, and the ones to the left are called the Juncalillo sector. And the way it goes, it's as the sun hits all the Juncalillo in the morning. Usually people ski the morning in the Juncalillo, and then they go to Plateau in the afternoon. Months are the same, from June to October, and July and August being the better months to go. This is Portillo. You can have a better notion of what Portillo is from this this picture. So the hotel itself, 123 rooms. Some rooms have balconies. You see the rooms at the far right of the hotel. They have balconies, and we can get those rooms assigned on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th floor. The rooms on the 6th floor, they all have balconies, but the family rooms. And the family rooms are, again, the same thing as we saw in Valle Navado, but here in Portillo, some have 2 bathrooms. And usually they are one room with a king and a bathroom, and the other room with 2 bunk beds and another bathroom. So also in Portillo, you can rent one of the chalets, are these 3 buildings here, and there are 2 or 3 bedrooms, and you can put, I've seen 12 people in here. Or you can get a room or even a bed at the Octagon. This is kind of cool too. This is another view of Portillo. So you can see this, the right side of the picture, that's where Juncalillo is, and this is where the shade is. So I know this picture was taken in the afternoon, because this guy is, jumping somewhere in the plateau sector. The another thing to know is that the run that it's so famous, it's called Roca Jack, and on Roca Jack the world ski record was beaten, of speed ski record was beaten at 222 kilometers, and it was stayed in Portillo until 1992, when the French, they built a run for the record to be broken, and it was broken. Somebody skied at 230 kilometers an hour, but you can't go and ski there. But in Portillo, you can actually go and ski there. And when the U.S. ski team is training in the summer, that's where they do it, and they start their downhill race training in the top of the plateau. It's something beautiful to watch. This is, you can see a little bit of the pool. On the right it's the jacuzzi, and you see the lake with the reflection of the mountains here. It's very, very unique. This is the lake. The lake has 6 kilometers, about 4 miles of length. And when it freezes, sometimes it freezes, you can walk all across the lake. I've done it a few times. This is one of the very cool spots in Portillo. It's called Tio Bob's. It's the on mountain restaurant, and sitting here outside in the sun, looking down at the Laguna del Inca, it's one of the most beautiful views that you can have in the planet. Also, in a snowy day, it's really cool, because where you're seeing the placard here, Tio Bob's, it's where you actually walk into the hut, and this hut has been there for, I don't know, 100 years. So it's all built with stones and wood, and it has like the original fireplace. It's a very cool atmosphere and ambience. So again, this is what the room at the Hotel Portillo looks like. This is obviously a double room. They're small. They're probably under 300 square feet, and this is a room with a veranda. So you see there is the large glass door. Most of the rooms will have only the window, either facing the lake or facing the valley. Obviously, facing the lake is much nicer. So yeah, this is the double room. This is one of the suites, and the suites, they have 5 suites. They do not connect with other rooms, but as they're, sometimes we can close the whole floor depending on the size of the group. Because on the second floor there are only 3 suites and 3 double rooms on the other side of the corridor. So we sometimes close the whole floor. And the suites, each one has its different decor, its different taste. They all have verandas, and they're beautiful. They're astonishing. This is the chalet. I personally don't like the chalet very much. If you look here in the floor, you see how it's, this the carpet is not in the best shape. So this is really an economic, a more affordable option to the clients. And the thing is, as everything, all the meals are served in the hotel, and the chalets are around here, you have to walk to the hotel to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And by the way, it is full board. Not only full board, but you have 5 meals a day. 4, I'm sorry. You have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you have the afternoon tea every day included in your rate. This is the chalet from the outside. This is the Octagon, and the Octagon, it's even more affordable than the chalets. what they have, it's usually they have 2 bunk beds, so it's for 4 people, and you have 1 private bathroom per room. This is for the young crowd, or or friends traveling together. But the cool thing is it's quite affordable. I mean, compared to the hotel, again, in high season, uh, uh, a room at the hotel would be around probably 4,000 per person, and here at the Octagon, it's going to be 1,200 per person, and you get to use all the amenities and facilities of the hotel. So all your meals and everything, you go to the hotel as any other guest, and you just come back here to uh, basically to take a shower and sleep. And you look here, you can see the entrance of the hotel on the back of this picture. So it's another, 50 yards that you cross in the snow to get to the main entrance of the hotel. So this is the Octagon. This is Portillo at night, and this picture is Rio. I mean, it's this is what it looks like. Um, it's really amazing, and the lake is frozen on this picture. Well, they didn't allow me to turn on the camera here, but so I asked for them to put this picture of my family. I'm the one in green, my wife Anna in orange. I have my son Leo here in this, or what is it, a purple, and Alice is in the back with a pink helmet. So thank you very, very much for watching. I'd love to answer a few questions if you have. And one thing that I did not mention is that both resorts, they have another a lot of, not a lot, but they have many other activities. So you have, both in Portillo and Valle Navado, you have a full gym, you have massage, you have like anything else that you want to do if you're not skiing. But there's not a lot of shopping. So Portillo, there's only one shop at the hotel, and there's only one restaurant, and there's only one bar. So then that's the reason why I like it so much. It's because everything becomes cozier, and you get to know the people that are there, and the staff has been, it's the same for the past 50 years. So literally the maitre d that is at the restaurant at the Hotel Portillo now, he literally saw me growing, and now he sees me there with my kids. It's like going back home. And even if you've never been there, after 3 days, that's how you're going to feel. You're going to feel like home, and like you own your own private ski resort. Even the owners are there all the time. I mean, they leave there during the season. They are Americans. It's the Purcell family, and they're great, great people. They also own the Tierra hotels. So they're really, really cool people. Miguel and Henry, they're a legend in the ski road. So just being there and being able to sit next to them and ski with them and talk to them, it's an experience in itself. Um, Another thing is, if your clients are going all the way to Latin America, there's so many other things to do. If you go down there, I mean, Portillo, for instance, it's a 3 hour drive from Mendoza in Argentina. So you can cross the border and go to Argentina and enjoy the vineyards and the beautiful hotels in Mendoza. You can go to Atacama. You cannot go to Patagonia in the winter, but you certainly can go to Atacama. You can go to Easter Island. There's so many things that you can do if you're going all the way there, that it's a different experience. And now I think this is what people are going to be craving and looking for. It's to avoid the crowds, and if you can have your own private ski resort, why not? So I think that's it. Thank you very much. And if you guys have any questions, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put on the chat. I'm going to put my personal email as well as phone number. So hold on, I put only to organizers. That's not to. Can I put it to everyone?
Yes, you should be able to do to the entire audience.
I can't. I don't have that.
If you can't, I can do it. Okay. I can do it on my end. I'll do it next.
And also my phone number. So if anyone, anyone wants to talk about skiing or going to Latin America, skiing anywhere in the world, or in Latin America in particular, please call me. I love to talk about it, and it's always a pleasure.
Great. So I'm gonna start reading some of the questions, Eduardo. You can tell how passionate he is. So I'm gonna read some of the questions to you now. Could you compare Valle Navado to any ski U.S. ski areas, so they can kind of get an
Mm,
idea of the comparison?
Not really, because
Mm.
I mean, if you were to compare it to something, but I don't want to do it because it's going to downplay a little bit what Valle Nevado is, but it does not have a town itself. There's no town around it. It's just a complex. It's just a resort. So it's only for
Mhm.
people that are staying there, and perhaps some people that come during the day. Obviously, during the weekends, more people come. But if I were to compare it to something, it will be a very, very high end Copper Mountain, for instance. So there's no real town. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Okay. Next question was regarding. Let me just get to it. 1 second. How many rooms were in the five-star hotel that you mentioned
Oh,
at
yeah. So they have 48 rooms including the four suites. So it's
Okay.
it's 44 rooms and four suites on the five-star in Valle Nevado.
Okay. Next question is regarding American families. Are the ski resorts in South America family friendly?
Totally, absolutely.
Okay.
There couldn't be more family friendly. I mean, again, either in Portillo or Valle Nevado, and they're so eager to. I mean, service is their thing. Maybe it's a Latin American thing. So they're so eager to serve. So I'll give you an example, and it's not for me. It's for everyone. Like you go to Portillo, first day, second day, third day, probably the waiter will know already what your kids like. So he's going to be bringing, let's say if it's in the morning, the breakfast, and he knows that your son likes apple juice better than orange juice. When your son sits at the table, and it's going to be the same table for the whole week, that waiter is going to bring him that apple juice, and he already knows how he likes his eggs, and it's super family friendly. And as a matter of fact, my kids also grew up there. They've been going there since they were born, and they run free. It's the only place where I allow them. They're now 9 and 11, but it's the only place I allow them to not only run free around the hotel because there are other kids and they start to know each other and play with each other, but I let them also go out and ski on their own, with their friends and whatnot, because it's you're seeing them the whole time, and all the ski instructors know them after the third day. And it's not my kids; it's any kid.
Okay. Next question in regarding to your, you mentioned full board. Is when pricing is full board, does that also include alcohol?
No. So
Okay.
good question. So, but again, the full board is in Portillo and in the Hotel Valle Nevado does not include alcohol,
Okay.
nor soft drinks. It's water and juices in the morning. And if you want a soft drink or if you want alcohol, you have to sign it to your room.
Okay. Next question is regarding the quotes. Do you offer the quotes in a breakdown per item
Always,
that's in the quote? Okay.
always,
That was the
always,
next
always, always.
question. All right.
Yeah, yeah. The only thing is
And
those resorts, they do not give you the ability of taking out any component. So, for
mhm.
instance, if you have an Epic Pass that it's supposedly works in Valle Nevado, you have no way of getting that pass out of the price. However, if you're an Epic Pass holder until I don't know when they're gonna keep the promotion, but if you are an Epic Pass holder, they'll give you a 10% discount this year. Um,
Okay.
and they may even change it to a more aggressive discount. But what I'm saying is the price of the resort is the price of the resort. There's no breakdown on that price. What the add-ons would be the transfers or the nights in Santiago, and of course those are all our prices anywhere in the world are all broken down.
Okay. A couple more questions, and we probably need to move on, and we'll answer some of these questions off separately. But the prices that you mentioned when you were kind of getting estimates per resort, and per hotel. Were you quoting in Chilean dollar or the
No, it's
US
US
dollar?
dollars. US dollars.
Okay.
US
Okay.
dollars. So yeah.
Okay. And is snowboarding allowed in these resorts?
Yes, on both resorts you can snowboard. Yes.
Okay. Okay. And do you have English speaking
Yes.
for
On
ski
both.
school? Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
on both. As a matter of fact, in Portillo, the ski school director is Robin Barnes, and she's married to Michael Rogan, which Michael is PSIA, and he's at the hotel. He's the vice manager, or he kind of runs mountain operations, and and he was the former ski school director. So it's very U.S. centric, let's say, the ski school in Portillo. In Valle Navado, a lot of the instructors do speak English. It's more French centric, but again, as most of the ski instructors, they work both seasons, and when it comes to our winter here in the northern hemisphere, they'll end up going either to the U.S. or Europe, and they'll need to speak English.